How y'all doing? I just wanted to make this video. I'm thinking about posting that video. I'm not sure, but I was describing and like talking about how I feel like I should quit and stuff like that, and it made me realize a lot of things I wasn't really paying attention to. And a lot of the times we assume how we think other people think about us is that way, but it might not always be the case. That person can be going through so much to the point where they're not even aware of how they talk, how they treat you, how they treat themselves. You never know when a person is going through and is in survival mode. You never know when that person is thinking about ending it all. You really never know. A lot of times when people lose a family member because they off themselves, they always say, I never knew. They were so happy. They were so blah, blah, blah. I never knew. And I just say that because you really never know how people are thinking or how people are thinking for real. Like, you might assume and you'd be like, oh, they hate me, they can't stand me because they say the nastiest things during the argument. But a person can be emotionally immature and still love you. They might not love you the same way you want to be loved, but they do. They might see putting up with the job that they hate so you can eat. That's how they see love. They might see you going to a restaurant and like getting them their favorite cake. That's how they see love. Everybody sees love differently. So I had to put the camera here because I don't even know where else to put it. So I know it's a weird angle. But even though I call myself wise, I still learn new things every day, and I find that beautiful. This whole time I thought my parents didn't understand what I was going through. Like, I was recording a video talking about how I feel like I should quit everything and stuff like that. And in the middle of me doing the video, I started crying. And I was just thinking about life, like, I'm trying so hard, but yet I'm not seeing anything. So I'm like, why should I keep on going? And then my dad, and then I just left the house and I was like, you know what, let me just go to Panera. And I started driving, and then my dad called. He's like, what's wrong? Like, why are you crying? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm just sad, you know. I don't really want to talk about it. But mind you, right? 2 days ago, he was like, are you depressed? I'm like, no. At the time, and right now, no, I'm not depressed. Sad? Feeling like giving up? Frustrated? Yes. But not depressed, though. And I was like, where did that come from? And then today, I just started crying my eyes out. I'm like, oh, okay. So he just has a premonition. Like, yeah. He was talking about how he understands what I'm going through. And then he said, I think nature put me through what I was going through a few years back just so I can help you and understand where you're coming from, so I can help you through this. I immediately stopped crying. Like, my face dropped and I'm like, what the hell? I got goosebumps immediately. I'm like, that is what happened. Like, now I stopped crying. I mean, my eyes are still puffy, but I stopped crying. And even though my mom and I, we don't have the best relationship, I still care for her. Like, when she came in my room and asked if I was okay, She looked so tired. And my dad looked so tired. Even though they might not show love in the way I show love or I want to be shown love, they still love and care about me. It doesn't feel like that though, but they still put up through so much just to make ends meet. They still try so hard, and I'm like, they're literally the strongest people ever. You know? When I started YouTube, I started like posting consistently. The first day I was like, you know what, let me just do something. I'm already unemployed. Let me do something to keep me entertained, I guess. And then a week later I was like, wait, I'm kind of getting views. I can actually get monetized off this. Then that was my goal. Right now I'm sitting here, I already got monetized, but I'm waiting on my first paycheck. And I wanted to do YouTube so I can help my family. Like, we're still surviving. Like, right now I have the money to go and eat Panera. That's more than enough. We might not be rich financially, but we're rich spiritually, mentally, physically. We go through things that people can't even imagine to go through. We're still here. We're still kicking, you know? And to some people, it might seem like we don't have much. But today I realized that we are wealthy in ways that money can never even touch. Money can never buy the things that we have. The mindset, the strength, the resilience. And just my dad talking to me and helping me out through this moment, I realized how much I'm connected to him. Like, he was just talking and describing how I was feeling, like, bar for bar, word for word. Like, everything he was saying, I felt that. And I'm like, yeah, that's so true. Like, I hear what you're saying. You know? Because society, and this whole time I thought people were talking bad about me, this and that, gossiping. And even if they are, that says more about them more than it says about me. How can you see a person struggling and you kick them down and talk bad about them? That has nothing to do with that person. That has a lot to say to you. Excuse me. There's a pliables here? Oh. I might eat that. But yeah, like, I wanted to share that because just because you think somebody hates you might not always be the case. And just because you think you hate someone, that might not be the case either. I'm a forever student. I'm gonna learn something new every day, and I do. And I learned so much within, what, an hour? 2 hours? And that's crazy. And that's crazy. Like, life is not meant to be figured out. It's just meant to be experienced. You find different things about yourself and you peel back through so many layers. I'm still gonna post a video where I was crying about thinking about quitting my job. Yeah, I feel better now. My eyes kind of hurt though. They kind of hurt from crying so much. I'm gonna post that video, but stay beautiful, stay woke, stay consistent, and stay resilient. Reflection. Life always happens for you, not to you. Thanks for having time with Tatiana the Optimist. I'm out.